Hello, everybody. This is Anton Marketer. In this podcast, I share with you one, I think, brilliant guy. It's Antony Minkovski. It's king of networking. And in this podcast, we speak about networking, about the community, about the what is the value for your phone book and how can use it. What's the value for business? How Anthony make and open the doors super easy. What's the skills inside him, and a lot of about the skills. And I hope this podcast is useful for everybody who open mind for the business, for the communication, for the sales, and for business development and something like this. Anthony, hi, thanks for your time and nice to meet you in this podcast.
Meet you too. I hope to share something useful today.
And the first question for you, can you describe yourself? What do you think about your history, your experience before? Because I know you're only like a super great guy who know a lot of the people in the business sphere, and but I know inside you have the strong experience. Can you share it for our viewers?
I will try to from my past, but like shortly, and what I do now. Basically, right now I'm focused on adaptation of local mechanics of like in one country to another country and find what is works best. Why? Because in my past I changed my career like so many times. I was an architect before, like in like I made films in Australia and New Zealand. For like last 10, no, I think 10 years, I work in the IT, like as a developer, as a marketer, as a manager, as a sales manager now. So it's like all the time I changed and I learn new industries and find the best mechanics which works in one and try to not only adapt, but make other products better. So basically, for 5 years here in Brazil, I see a lot of opportunities here in Latin America. And I work like in Latin America, in Asia, sometimes in Africa. These tech companies, because most of the companies who had ambitions to go abroad, to start new business abroad, most of them, they tech companies because it's easier to scale, it's easy to find contacts and find partners. And usually they found me as a person who know locals, know people, who know like how to maybe connect with local partners. This is what I do. Okay, of course I can do many other things. I can hire, I can give legal advices, I can and do research of the market. But this is like top of the iceberg. My power is partnerships and an adaptation of local culture and like local mechanics.
It's looks amazing. And my super strong question about you: what amount of contacts do you have in your business sphere? I think it's hundreds and thousands.
It's
Ever,
like
ever.
I can share with you one my how can I say it disadvantage. This is my what is like my opposite like kryptonite. Like I still not able to use CRM because I have so many contacts. I just not able to put them all in a CRM. I not able to like each day I maybe communicate with like hundred of people. Like most of them new people, so new contacts. I'm not able just I try to use AI. I try to do all this stuff like automatization of this process. But all the time when I start to do it, I even like build my own CRM once. It's so hard because it's not because like I remember them and not all these contacts. It's just the process of communication for me. It's more about build relationship, and you cannot really put this relationship into CRM. You can just maybe make automatic first maybe 5 steps, like when you make intro, maybe connect, share some information. But after that, it's just so many steps, which easy to do it like in a flow. So like, okay, I'm work right now with one project. So now focused on this like 100 people. And uh, I don't really work like at the same time with many projects. Like I can work maybe with three, maximum. So the same if I hire someone like locals, Brazilians, I give them the same opportunity to work with probably like 100 people. We don't really need to share them, like because they need to build the same like relationship with them. They connect with me as well sometimes. My relationship is different from my like employees. So that's why like sometimes I don't really even need strengths because I do remember this person. I not only remember this person, like I know what he likes and what he doesn't like. In this case, sometimes you just like communicate like in a flow and don't keep anything in CRM. And maybe at the end of the like cycle, like, okay, I'm going to put something. So to answer your question, I guess like maybe I don't know, maybe 50,000 contacts, like something like that, maybe more. Like I don't know.
It's a lot. It's a lot. And for in you shared that for you it's like a lifestyle to open new doors to make new connections. It's something inside you. Maybe you know from the your birth or your early days, or it's only when you switch to the IT.
Um, I guess it started when I moved first time from my home country to New Zealand. It was like 15 years ago because I was open-minded and friendly person like when I was young as well. But when I start to like live abroad, I kind of realized myself, it was not intentionally. I think this was some conscious like decision just to make more friends and be like, and adapt to local culture. So I just start to like communicate with everyone who I just meet. Like, hey, this Spanish couple, okay, I'm going to talk with them. Like this New Zealand guy, I'm going to talk with them. So, and since that time, when I moved back to home country and to work in IT, I was kind of able to okay, now I'm gonna communicate with everyone and try to make connection with everyone. So for me, it was easy, even like in the first year, like first 2 years when I just start to build my own startup, try to learn code, just be accepted in one the biggest accelerator, and just because like I was able to communicate, not really my idea was really bad, really small, and the product was like really bad as well. Just to communicate with people, they say, okay, this guy able to change and able to learn something. And then like after that, I participated in some hackathons as well. Like my code's like skills was like really low, really. But again, like because I was able to communicate with the organization of the hackathon, the team. We won the hackathon just because I was able to communicate and uh, able to share what we learn, what we build better than others, better than like developers. Developers, they usually build like even better products, but they're not able to share the ideas and the vision. So I think since the time, for me, it was, I think it's skill, but at the same time, it's probably part of the talent of not how to like to talk because like I don't think my skill of how to communicate is good enough. It's just maybe the talent to be yeah, we'll put it in this way, like to be nice guy because it's also talent, you know? Yeah, you know, because you also like you met a lot of people come to your show, your podcast, um, because it's especially in this time when it's like the world fell apart, it's really hard to find nice people just who like have fun. They're not really try to be smartest person in the room. They're not really try to show the success. It's just like, okay, I'm like you. I'm just have fun here. I don't really try to sell anything. I just like have fun. And it's really rare like nowadays. So yeah.
But what's its border of it? You want to communicate like a new friend, or it's only about the business opportunities? You don't speak like small talk about the life and so on about the family. You only communicate about the business subjects, or it's more wider.
Yeah, I have different goals in my life, not only business related, but I guess it's somehow all interconnected. Like for example, I do art because I was an architect, so I know how to draw, so how to do art. So I have art community. Yes, so today is going to be one event. Have like I do surf, so I have surf community here as well. But it's just I build communities around my goals. So, okay, I want to learn how to do better surf. Okay. Or like, for example, related to art, for me, it's really hard to find a time to do something like to do art. So I built a community to motivate me. So for me, it's just easy to build around people around, organize them. I don't really need to spend a lot of time for that. They even like organize themselves. But in my case, it's now every week, like even every day, I see some people just remind me, okay, you should do this. Cool. So I didn't even organize this event today. They did. I just like, okay, I'm going to join you. I'm going to do my stuff. Don't even need to talk with them, honestly. I'm just like, I'm really, kind of not shy, but modest person there when I do my art. Like I don't really talk this communicate. I'm just focused on my stuff. But at the same time, like I'm able to share my vision about this group. This like the goal, like to like not only communicate about art, but motivate each other, and people like it. People like, okay, we want the same. So you don't need to spend a lot of time to do this. You need like maybe at first, like in every community, in every communication, even a relationship, of course you need to invest a lot of time and then maybe energy. But later on, it's just like um after you build the process, it works on the on their own. So you don't really need to invest more time. The same like I do with business. When you start like your like, for example, your project or your service in a new country, for example, or in new industry, of course you need to invest a lot of time and energy. But when you build already this relationship and everyone knows you, like not everyone, but like maybe some part of the people like in this industry, they know you, some influencers. Next, you don't really do anything. They just like they invite you to podcasts, they invite you to some shows. They try to write article about you. So it's happened naturally. Next, it's just like it's a process. So it's already set up. Like everything's fine. So again, to answer your question, I guess it's not about business. It's more about your goals.
I catch one important thing that if you are famous, it's super easy to make something from the business to your like interests, like arts and so on. It's like hack to make everything like on a easy way, right?
I guess these are people. It's not about fame like in general. It's more about the communication. Because for example, I have in Facebook like 7,000, like 6,000 followers. It's not a big number, right? So it's like really small. But I able uh, to test any hypothesis with this group. So for me, when I like a couple of years ago start like online course, for me to get like first 100 paid users was really easy. Like I just like post like couple of posts. That's it. Of course, later it's gonna be harder to find new customers. You need to test channels and everything. But at first, it's easy to get like the first review, first money, proof of concept, understand like how it will work, who's your audience, because you already have like your audience, like your base. It's also like sometimes lie because you believe this true, like everyone is the same like your group. No, it's believe you, they trust you, so it's easy to sell them. But you can get like at least something from it. And probably the most beauty of it, you can probably not probably because I did it many times. You can sell something like every month. Okay, today is a course. Next time it's gonna be like a trip to somewhere. Next time you're gonna be mastermind or like so oh consultancy. So you have so many products. You can just sell it and sell it like over and over to your small, even like really small audience, a couple of thousand people, it's enough. It's just like, yeah, the way how you communicate with them and just don't be a dick and try to just get money from that, from your audience. I believe you need to give them more than you try to earn, because if you give them more value, each of them give you like 10% of value you give them. But if you have like thousand of people, you get like more value at the end of the day. So it's more about like perspective.
It's a good idea. I think I do it the same because I'm like you in influencers. I'm a B2B influencers like you and a B2B creator. But what's our difference? I'm making like professional content. It's online courses and
Yes.
video review. And you making lifestyle content. And here is in the one time you add something interesting to your content, like a red paper. It's intimate about the sex and the conversation. It's for me it's super interesting because in my sphere, in my style of content, it's not relevant. I can edit because it's not my style. But when I see your content, it's from the one side it's interesting, and on the other side it's grow up the interest of audience, and your engagement rate to your content, I think X5 or X7.
For the last 2 weeks, it's 63. So it's like crazy. Yeah, it's like probably today or tomorrow I'm gonna reach like 1 million engagement in Facebook.
Or on Facebook.
Yeah,
It's amazing. Can you share this hypothesis only first time only testing? Let's add something something interesting like not the adult content. It's something personal, super personal. And what's I think value for you you can catch from this activity? It's more views or more feedback, and maybe more attract more clients, new clients.
this is kind of the strategy really tricky. I know personally a few my clients, like my current clients, they told me this content is disturbance. It's like we didn't want to work with you because of that. So it's already some negative effects. But this like two points which why I do this. One of them is just, as I told you before, it's just have fun. So for me, just like fun. And I try to attract people who also want to just have fun. They know that it's not really serious. Like I'm not really work with in the sex industry or whatever. I just have fun. It's just that. So I guess if people understood this, my image, this is just image, just fun, they will come to me and they want to build something for fun, like in a new country, for example. So we're gonna communicate in a much easier way, and it's not like a business. Okay, let's be serious like all the time. And the second is the algorithm of the Facebook, of the social media. So I just each time when I do something like in different platform like LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter, whatever, I just try to understand the algorithm. So as I told you before about mechanics, it's like just mechanics, like how it will work, for example, like in Facebook. So I just discover, okay, if I do and this topic, it's not only about sex. Like sex is one of the topic which works better in Facebook, unfortunately, but it works. It's just for me, I have like list of topics and list of like triggers which I know it will work. Not for clients, honestly. It's not really about clients yet. It's more about I'm gonna get first audience. I'm gonna get like growth in my profile. So I'm gonna get like maybe like 20,000, for example, followers in Facebook, which is like a lot because all I know people like maybe they like few people I know like they have like 10, 15,000, but it's like really hard to get like this amount of followers. And next, I'm gonna do my content like like the more about business and business related content. So for me, it's just like a strategy. Okay, I'm gonna invest right now time and even my how can I say, not even like resource, but my image, my personal brand to this type of content. Yes, it will even affect maybe negatively my current clients, but in the long term, I I guess it will work better because it get like more attention. So I will able to sell not only like my service, but like future products, for example. So this is my strategy right now.
Mm-hmm. It works. I think it works. Here is, if we think about the communication, the content in the social media, it's a second part of the communication. It's for a lifetime. You need to touch point for your potential audience, and I think you works super efficiency here because I see your content every day for 4 or 5 times. It's awesome. It's awesome. But if we discover first step, it's when you open the new doors, new connections. My hack, what I'm doing every day, because I'm founder of startups, I need to communicate more with my relevant audience. It's VC companies, it's other startups, it's potential partners and clients, I open the door with add more value on the first steps. For example, it's my feedback, my something suggestions, it's a network with someone new and more. What's Anthony? It's your hack. How to open the door? How open make new connections and open new contact? What are you doing? What's your experience here? It's only like chill guy here, comfortable guy here, say hello, or for example, you use your previous connection to open you, like a warm intro. Can you share some your hacks how to open your door?
Yeah, let me think about this. Don't really do like really rare. I ask someone give me an intro to someone, and really rare like I share some advices because I believe like if someone like if person doesn't really ask me about advice, I don't really need to give them advice or like anything. Usually, I try to first learn more about this person, so I check like every social media to just understand the content and the context of this person, of the life of this person. Yeah, like how I do this usually. Even for book, for example, I think I add value, my value on top of others. For example, I wrote recently the first book. Now I'm writing the second book. You know about it because I started with one of like many times. I mean, like years ago with you and about this hypothesis. So I kind of add value on top of, okay, I already had conversation with like 5 people, like really top on top of this, like of this industry. So give me your time so I can give you more information about this book, for example. So usually these guys know about these people from this industry. So, and for me, it's already like open the door, like to start conversation. When I start at first, I try to find like the least important person from like the top of influencers, for example, and I give them similar like, so probably I did already like business with these companies, for example, these names. So I even kind of try to say that I did already this, so I want to talk with you about that. So it's more about like pyramid. When I start with the bottom and the talk with everyone, just to build my value, so I can start like a bit more each step, like to touch someone higher, and especially like it works in Latin America, for example, because yeah, of course I had a conversation and interview with like top of the companies, but honestly they didn't give a shit about me. They just like, okay, like it doesn't matter. And I learned it like through like hard time, like through this kind of process, that okay, first I need to start with small people, give them value that I know some people bigger. After that, I start with the next layer and talk with them and had a conversation. I already talked with these people. So like in the bottom view, so like you can give me now value in your time. And yeah, it's more about like value through not like me or like what I can give you and not what you give me. It's more about, hey, I'm going to show you one of the concept because it's really hard for me to explain how I work. In each industry, there's a group of people who usually um, kind of like make not only like everyone know them and everyone follow them. And usually this group, they go to each other podcast, webinars, articles, like they all do the same. So like they like probably like maybe 20 people, 30 people in each industry, really. Like I found it like in IT, like in especially like in social media, in for example in like AI, like this like really a limited part of people who like talk with each other and everyone just follow them. Like it's really hard to be one of them, but it's easy to kind of connect one of them. Like you just start like, because they try to compete with each other, but kind of not publicly. Try to be publicly, they try to be friends like forever, but at the same time they compete on the same level with the same people, with the same audience. So you need to find someone who has like lack of audience, for example, or lack of ambitions, or lack of talent, whatever. And because he's more desperate to talk with anyone, he's just okay, I'm going to talk with anyone. So when you start with this person, next it's easy to start like with another one because you already had a conversation with one of them. and you come and say, yeah, I had a conversation with this guy. The second guy already believed you in part of the group because, yeah, if you had a conversation with him, I can give you interview as well. And you slowly start a conversation with everyone in this group, with everyone. And if you do it if you invest more time, more energy again, like even resources like your money, and you build better quality, like podcast, whatever, article, whatever, sooner or later, because you had a conversation with all of them, you kind of become one of them. And it's a matter of time, how build this process that everyone now knows that who you are because you already had a conversation with all of them. And if you start to do this content every, I don't know, every couple of months, for example, this audience of these people, even this mutual audience, I think probably 20,000 people, maybe even more, they will come to you because they will follow you in the same way they follow them. And now this the matter of, are you going to compete with them? Or is for you, it's just this end point, just okay, you get all content from all this group. Now you get this audience. You don't need to compete with them because you don't really sell this product. You just get the audience and you get right connections, which you need, which was your goal in the first place. Next, you need to move to another group. Next, 10, 20 people who's I don't know, influencer in another industry. This is what I do. So it's I don't really try to get any hack the system. Yeah, it's a hack of the system, but I don't really try to get competition. I just okay, I get this value. It's enough for me. I don't really need to compete in the long run. Yeah, this is kind of my strategy, I guess.
It works when you are working in the one area, I think, one sector or domain for the years. What happened? Because you shared before that you change something from your business on niche, geographic years by years. What happened when you go to the other geography, for example, to the Africa, and you don't have the contact here? Every time you have contact because our world is not a big, and you have find in your phone book somebody who works here too.
Yeah, it's usually start with the contacts for sure, because probably I know someone in each country. Yeah, probably in Pakistan, I know someone. But it's just first point, and it's not really even yeah, for example, I was working recently with one of the AI company in Latin America, and they need connection in medical world, with doctors and clinics. I didn't really work with this industry a lot, so I didn't know. Yeah, my older brother, he's a doctor, but it's not relevant. He's in one country, Latin Americans in another. But I have already I have my own dentist. I ask some few of my friends in each country, but they didn't give me a lot of contacts, relevant contacts. So I start to do research related to in each country, how people usually find dentists, clinics, and messages, whatever. And sooner or later I found the pattern. So for me, it was easy just to find the pattern. I can give you an example. In Mexico, there's one specific platform where people you can buy a consultancy, but at the same time you can connect anyone and just message them. It's free. You don't need to do it I don't think you need to even register in the platform. I think they have even you see the all contacts and WhatsApp of numbers of the doctors, and you just start to text them. At first, it was Instagram. It didn't work. I test, but WhatsApp, everyone respond me. It was easy to communicate. Even I didn't pay them. I didn't invest anything really. I didn't even buy any products in this platform as well. And I just start to build kind of not even a relationship. I start to ask them questions as I am a person who needs help, girl of dentist help or any other. And sooner or later they offer me a call for free. I didn't really need to do anything, and it's just was the start point. Just okay, now I know. Again, I start to communicate with this one doctor, kind of not relationship, but a trust, and ask her okay, can you recommend me to someone? She recommended to some certain WhatsApp group where it's a lot of doctors. So now for me, it was easy to connect with any doctors in Mexico. I never been in Mexico. I have no idea about how it works. But for me, just like, okay, it's from one point to another to get like the group. But again, like in a group, you need to find another, like the way how you're going to communicate there, how you're going to present yourself. You don't really need to present each time like I'm who I am. I do this, like I do research. No, nobody really like research or interview. So like each time I present myself in a different way. And that's why I have like different social media. Like in Facebook, I'm this person, like LinkedIn, different person, WhatsApp, I'm a different person. Because it's the way how you're gonna present yourself, how people gonna no, it's not only about trust. It's more about like how they gonna connect with you. Because sometimes people like I do jujitsu, for example, yeah, okay, we can connect in this way. I do art, okay, now we can connect in this way because I do art as well. Like in medical world, probably, yeah, we need to find the way how we can connect, maybe not because of my brother, because it's too far connection. I guess related to technology as well, like biotechnology, cancer, whatever. I can, yeah, I know some people who do this. So, okay, so again, it's end of the day, it's the same, like add value to myself because now I cannot be valuable enough for doctors like who I am. Like I'm just maybe a patient with it. But if I do if I know someone who work in a uh, cure cancer, for example, yeah, now it's better. Now it's a value because it's my friend is kind of like uh, part of me. So yeah, this is how it works in like in any country. It really doesn't matter. And again, like I don't really speak Spanish, so it was challenge. But even like in WhatsApp, it's easy. You have like now in this platform, you cannot do this. But in the Google Meet, you already can communicate like without translator. It's like all automatic. So the same like you don't need this. You don't need even language. It's easy.
It's true. It's true. I catch your playbook, and your playbook, it's from the one side it's so simple, but it's other side I think it's with your soft skills, with communication. For the first time, it's a research of the region or of the area when you're going. Second one, it's find the like patterns in this region. Third time, it's find contacts, and the last four times, it's shortly go to your goal, to communication, ask the questions, and get the relevant contact who can help with your distance, go to this goal. And it's amazing because a lot of people don't like the code calling, code message, code texting because it's a boring, it's a go after your comfort zone. But for you, it's like a lifestyle. For you, everyday communication with the new persons, it's like challenge how to improve your life, how you make your life better. And I think it's the main idea. It's all about I imagine maybe it's about money. What do you think? It's only about to make rich life, or you said it's something different. For example, it's uh, when you live active life, for you it's equal life. What you can share here? Why are you doing here? Why are you so active? Why you try a lot of the hypotheses? What's the reason?
Have fun. Honestly, I need to.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all the easy. Like I have a sticker in my laptop because sometimes I forgot about this message I have for myself. Don't be intense, have fun. Because really, it's all about just fun. We all gonna die, maybe sooner or later, and maybe even tomorrow. Who knows? And maybe today. It's like the main purpose, the God or whatever who create us. It's to experience life and have fun. Probably because he or she, whatever, cannot do this because he's not present. So it's our duty to have fun, to like just enjoy life as maximum as we can. And that's why, like, for me, it's more about test hypothesis experience, like different industry, different things. For some people, like when I was a developer, developer code program and develop sites and applications. So for me, it was fun that time. Like I had fun, just build something like beautiful like code. And for some people, it's for long process. Like yeah, they're gonna have fun for forever to write code. it's totally fine. Like, okay, for you, it's this fun. Just do this. Like, if you feel it's fun. For some people, like communication is fun. Like for me, it's like communication is fun. But again, it's not all the time. Sometimes I don't have resource. I don't really want to talk with anyone. It's totally fine. Like I'm just like saying, everyone like in a conference, I'm not able to communicate with you anymore. Sorry. Right now, in this moment, I want to just like listen music, for example. Yeah, just I'm gonna listen music. So it's more about like perspective, how you're gonna experience fun. Of course, sometimes you need to, how can I say it in a better way? Learn. Like I guess, like for example, I do surf and I'm really suck at surf. Like I still need to learn. And I know in the end of the day, I'm gonna have fun. Now it's more about it's different type of fun. I can say it in this way. I can put it in this way. It's more about like while I learn and even like feel challenged, I feel that like I'm struggle, like it's this really big wave sometimes in close and like you need to paddle a lot. Uh, I guess it's I have fun while I struggle. Probably it's like Eastern European way how to have fun, just like to find to to struggle. But this is like my perspective, like how I feel it. But again, sometimes I feel like okay, for example, cooking. For example, yeah, I want to learn how to cook, but for me, it's not fun. Unfortunately, it's like I do this like small exercise and do some habits like to cook something, but I don't really enjoy it. So yeah, I didn't give up yet, but I'm kind of like almost give up, like say, okay, it's not my thing. Like probably some other people can do this better than me. But again, like it's all about fun. Like I can cook something like small and just have fun. And other people who have problems with communication, they don't really need to communicate. They can do something basic. They can just like write some people like hi. It's enough probably for them. So like, and maybe delegate this job to like assistant, for example. Okay, they say hi and make like some like template how to communicate with people. And after that, okay, now it's your turn. Like you gonna communicate and like close a deal, for example. Because in every communications, it's like different types. Like someone need to open the door, someone need to warm up, and someone need to close the deal. So maybe the best like your skill is like close a deal or like warm up people or like open the door. You don't need to do all of this by yourself.
It sounds awesome. I like your lifestyle because it's common for the life and so for the business question. You live there and yeah, you know that the life it's maybe so short and you need to live these days like your end days and yeah, it's amazing. And additional, make a lot of communication because you like it and you know how it's a big value for you because it's a super easy way to find something new to communicate with each person to earn money on the one side. And I hope our viewers who check our podcast get some new ideas. For example, that you need to be hurry, you need to make fast testing hypotheses to make more connections every day, and to try something interesting in the social media because a lot of social media in my environment it's so boring and it's not interesting. But your content it's brilliant because it's interesting to see it and you laugh every day when you find something new about your personal habits, your personal communication with the persons, and yeah, it's a great.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you.
Thanks for
Thank
this
you.
podcast. Thanks for podcast. I share your link for LinkedIn for everybody who want to communicate with you. Maybe it's your potential clients or maybe potential partner. And thanks that you
Yeah.
alive and share for us your emotions and your feedback and your lifestyle. Thanks, Anthony.
Thank you.